please feel free to subscribe to this sideshow and append any comments and questions, which I shall endeavour to deal with to the best of my theatrical propensities. I'm now going to do a second integral involving trigonometric functions. I first want to draw your attention to this, which is that the integral of 1 over cos x dx is log to base n sec x plus tan x. You can find that in a standard table of integrals, but I've also made a video working an integral like that with sin x instead of cos x, and the working for it is closely related. So if you watch that video, you can easily adapt that to work out this particular integral here. Right, so what I'm going to do is go directly to cut to the chase directly and explain what I've done after that. Okay, so the integral here can be written as 1 divided by the square root of 29 divided by d of x times the cosine of x minus alpha. And before you start throwing things at your video screen, I will explain how I've done that in just a moment. But now you see this is virtually the same as that, and we can write down our answer almost straight away. Here alpha, by the way, will equal tan inverse, in other words, the angle whose tangent is 0.4. Again, that and that will be explained. So, moving on from here, we can straight away write down our answer as log to base n sec x minus alpha plus tangent x minus alpha and that is it. Finished. But of course, if you don't know how I've got from there to there, just bear with me a little longer. So let's see. Well, first of all, cos of x minus alpha, let's write that in the form, or rather, r is some fixed number which we're going to have to determine. R of x minus alpha, cos x minus alpha, equals r cos x cos alpha plus r sin x sin alpha. This particular ruse de guerre is used in many other situations, so it might be worth bearing with me a little bit longer. And that has got to be, we want that to be identical to 2 sin x plus 5 cos x. Right, I'm going to move across to here because my camera person has told me not to write down too low. One has to be very careful of one's pronouns these days, so I've used the word person very judiciously. Right, now then, equating coefficients, we have first of all the coefficients of x. Coefficient of x here is 2, and the coefficient of x here is r sine alpha. And likewise, equating the coefficients of the cosine of x, we have 5 equal to our cos of alpha. If we square both of those, we get 4 equals r squared sine squared alpha and 25 r squared sine squared alpha. And if we add those, we get 29 on this side, and the right hand side becomes r squared. That should be a cos squared alpha. 1,000 pardons for that error. Will equal to r squared sine squared alpha plus cos squared alpha, which I hope you know is exactly equal to 1. So 29 is equal to r squared, which makes the r equal to the square root of 29, which I've written down over here. And then going back to there, dividing one by the other, you get 2 over 5 equals, the r's cancel out, sine alpha over cos alpha, which is tan of alpha, which means alpha is the angle whose tangent is 2 upon 5, which is 0.4, and can easily be found on a calculator to equal, in radians, 0.3805, that's to 4 decimal places, radians. I hope that tidies it up nicely. Please feel free to subscribe to this sideshow and append any comments and questions, which I shall endeavour to deal with to the best of my theatrical propensities.